What's up, guys? What's up, guys? It is your boy, Roy, back at it again with another episode of the Preaching the Birds podcast. We like to bring you the latest and breaking stuff with to do with the Eagles. And I'm just here to do what it do and do what it do and do what it do for you, baby. But yeah, now that that's been said, let's do what it do. Yeah. So, I've been watching the tape. I've been thinking about it. Big brain. Jimmy Neutron shit. I've been thinking about the Eagles. I really watched the tape, and I've come to the conclusion the game wasn't as bad as it looked or as it felt in real time. Now, look, I'm not going to say the Cowboys didn't force the turnovers that were caused. You know, players punched out the ball or punched at the ball repeatedly. You know, A.J. Brown got the ball ripped from Stephon Gilmore. Jalen Hurts had the ball ripped from him when he was going to the ground. Devontae Smith had the ball ripped from him when he was going to the ground. But today, I'm speaking positivity on the Eagles because those things are correctable mistakes. And today, I'm here to say that if the Eagles players do their job on offense and defense, we can play against anybody except maybe the 49ers. I remember what I saw. That was an ass whooping. Okay, look, bro. Hopefully we come back and whoop their ass in the playoffs. I think we have an opportunity to if we get healthy. I think we need Avonte Maddox back, though. If I'm being completely honest, I think he sets a different tone for the defense. But we'll talk about that in the playoffs when it gets to that time. My point here today is to be positive because we can play with anyone except the 49ers in the division. And that's a fact. And we should be able to play with the 49ers if we can run the ball. But our offensive coordinators got to do their job. Brian Johnson got to do his job. And, I mean, while we're being honest, the coordinators in general, I said offensive coordinators, I meant the coordinators in general have to do their job. See, real. Sean Desai has not been the greatest either in the terms of getting his players rotated. This is the first time I've ever seen Eagles players get dominated in the front. The last game he played, he did a little bit better at the rotation. But for the most part, I remember seeing Josh Sweat getting dogged by Trent Williams. A lot. Now, I'm not going to say Trent Williams doesn't do that to a lot of people, but it's the first time I've ever seen it personally. And I think that is because he's been logging a lot of extra minutes than what he normally would do. That is just my opinion. Josh Sweat and Hassan Reddick have played upwards of about 70% of the snaps, which is, you know, a lot for Eagles defensive ends. It's a lot, man. They're playing a lot more than what they're used to, and I think, if I'm being completely honest, they're playing too much. And although they've probably had to play out of necessity, got to find a better path. You got to get Nolan Smith more involved. What do you use a first-round pick for him for? If you're not going to get that man involved a little bit, we still got Brandon Graham. You got to get him involved. But yeah, today is to speak on positivity and to speak on people needing to do their jobs. So, I'm thinking about defense. So let's talk about defense first, right? We're going to bring up a 4th and 2 play. Here, Hassan Reddick needs to be forced. Instead of going inside, he has to stay on the outside. I know it's a 4th and 2 play. I know you're thinking that Dak Prescott got to get the ball out quickly. I'm going to try to jump inside, beat this dude, blah, 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 blah. It was a run play, bro. They get a gang of yards on the play. Because it was your job to have force. Darius Slay cleared out for whatever reason on the play. Players got to do their job instead of doing too much. The next play I'm going to bring up is a play over here with Reed Blankenship from the 49ers. It's one of my favorite plays to really go over, honestly, because I'm just like, bro, you just got to do your job. Hashan Desai calls a perfect coverage. It's a zone. It's a cover 2 type zone. It should be bottled up. If Reed Blankenship looks back, all you got to do is just look back, bro. Find the dude, get the interception, but instead he falls for the easiest pump fake, the weakest pump fake I've ever seen in my life. And it's the easy 6 to Brandon Ayuk. Things like that, man, is why we're getting beat, because players aren't doing their job. They're pressing. They're doing too much. Either they don't understand the system or they don't like it. One or the other. It's apparent, bro. I be seeing players miss whiffing tackles all the time, bro. Kevin Byard missing whiffing and tackles now too. Like, bro, you're the vet, bro. You're the one player we can't have missing tackles in the safety position. It's wild. But you know what though? The players are at least on defense being put in the right position sometimes. We just gotta do our job in those positions when we're there. Can't have no more flat defenders be there. You got to have Josh Sweat carry to the flat if that's your responsibility, or Hassan Reddick carry to the flat if that's your responsibility, the ends, whatever. Got to figure it out. But once we do, we still have an opportunity to, really, really whoop some ass. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm worried about our linebacker zone when it comes to like the NFC Championship round, though. But I mean, hey, we still playing regular season, and we just got the Seahawks to play, who are a 6-16 team. They 500 or less right now, so we got an opportunity, but we are playing them at home. And don't get it twisted, it's going to be a very, very big game. But I think that we can get things solved on offense, that we can really, really have a chance to putting these teams away really quickly. The Seahawks defense ranks like 29th or 25th, my bad, in coverage. So let's talk about the offense, right? So the offense obviously gave up a whole bunch of plays. So we're just going to make this quick. If the offensive coordinator can involve the run just a little bit more, bro. Just a little bit. No. Let me not even lie. A lot more. I'm over that. I'm over it. All Eagles fans have been saying it, bro. I need the linemen just to go up to bro and just be like, Brian Johnson, we need to run the ball. Like all this off all these long throwing patterns. And I'm gonna put the throwing patterns up there for you. But you see how long they are, bro? Every pass is like 20 yards. Come on now. Every pass is like a 15-yard pass, man. You gotta have more types of plays in the arsenal. Where are the slant plays, bro? I ain't seen not a single slant play. He gotta run the ball, gotta be more consistent in running the ball, not putting so much pressure on our star players like Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, and Jalen Hurts. That's why they're pressing on offense and giving up these easy points. These fumbles lead to us losing points, you feel me? And realistically speaking, that's why we're going to keep it short. We know that AJ Brown doesn't need to be running while getting tackled, so he needs to sit his ass down. We know that Devontae Smith, when he's getting tackled by, 2 people, needs to just sit his ass down and cover that ball with 2 hands differently. He was holding that thing like it was a little baby or something. Precious. Got punched out. You can't hold the ball like that, man. Got to have more points of pressure on it. Then we got, Jalen Hurts obviously fumbling the ball. Got to just get down, man. But it is what it is. We got to do our job on offense, just like we got to do our job on the defense. Devontae Smith dropped a couple balls that, Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown Actually dropped a couple balls that I thought were easy, uncharacteristic plays. But like I said, I believe that these players are not buying into the systems yet that their new coordinators are putting in play, and that is leading to us pressing. But like I said, man, this is supposed to be a positive day. I looked at the tape, and these weren't really blowouts that can't be solved. These are things that can't be solved. Maybe not this year, maybe not with these coordinators, but I have hope that the teams that, you know, with the picks that we have coming up and the teams we have coming up on our schedule, that we're going to be at least able to make it to the playoffs and, you know, in a pretty decent spot, play the Detroit Lions. And, you know, if injuries happen and Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, or, you know, another thing, I'm not wishing these things to happen, but if things like this happen, you know, we have an opportunity to, you know, go back to the Super Bowl. But, you know, we'll talk about that when the time comes. No hater shit here. I hope Christian McCaffrey stays healthy. But, you know, I'm just saying, I don't know. I remember, hey, I ain't gonna cap. That was an ass whooping. Hopefully, we're a better team if we get to see them again. But yeah, I hope y'all having a good day. I'm out.